Hello, this is Dread, and in today's video topic, we're going to be going over Expedition Harvest Growing Hordes. I've done 100 maps, and I want to show you guys my results. Now, before we show the results, we got to talk about what I was doing. So, TLDR, back in the day, 3.18, 3.19, I was doing a lot of grand design testing with Expedition Harvest. Why is that? Well, Expedition and Harvest, they scale really hard on pack size percentage, right? So you'd use grand design, you'd make it so your small atlas points drop nothing, and then you grab a bunch of notables. This was really strong back in the day, but sadly, due to some changes, it is no longer the meta. Now, what were those changes? Well, mainly it's due to all of this extra chance flat on the tree to get Expedition and Harvest, right? And all the other mechanics as well. You can get around 50 to 60% chance for each of the mechanics without stream of consciousness, thanks to all the blocking, thanks to all the extra nodes. This means that you don't have to pay for overpriced sextants for Harvest. You don't have to pay for overpriced Expedition scarabs as well. You can simply just run your maps, get your mechanics, don't have to pay for any of it. Now, of course, this really works really well, like I was showing in another video where it was super low investment stream of consciousness farming, but what's the next step up? That is Growing Hordes. Growing Hordes essentially turns your scarabs into, of course, pack size. So I am currently running rusted scarabs because I am a cheap bastard. I'm always of the opinion of cheap investment, max return kind of philosophy. So I just use rusted scarabs for 20% pack size per map. Now, one thing you do have to note, you do need to do a 5-way or 4-way to unlock your 5th slot. Otherwise, you're a little bit less efficient, but it's like not the end of the world, right? But yeah, overall, this is like great. This is like great Atlasry. Now, I'm currently running adjacency bonus in combination with singular focus to make sure that I am sustaining maps, because I don't know about you guys, I don't like buying maps, and atolls are expensive right now. I really like atoll coves. Atoll is a really good layout for Harvest Expedition because 50% of the time they're literally right there, right in front of the door. Then you go rush the boss and you're good to go. Really fast mapping, right? And of course, Coves is just the best map that's adjacent. Now, of course, you have that adjacent chance, right? It'll drop an adjacent map. We're either doing a Coves or we're doing an Atoll. When we swap to Atoll, we move all of our favorite slots to Coves. And then when we're doing Coves, we move them all to Atoll. And this, in combination with singular focus and all this adjacency, means that we're getting a lot of maps. I went from about like 5 atolls to 40 coves, just flip-flopping in between them, and you'll get plenty of map drops. You do lose out on guardians and stuff like that, but that is a very small amount of currency based on how much it saves you for getting free map sustain, right? Which is great. And it also saves you time. Now, I have a map set up here, ready to go, and I want to show you what it looks like when I do a map here. So the idea with Atoll is the layout is really easy, right? Most of the time, it's literally right in front of us. And not having to pay for our mechanics makes it much better. Look at that! Harvest Expedition, look at that. It's great, isn't it? So with Danik right now, generally, you want to kind of go for just expedition stuff. You want to go for increased rare monsters, increased magic monsters, runic monsters duplicate. I got that one time so far, and it was really good. I've been playing Vol Blade Flurry. Vol Blade Flurry is really good for Expedition and Harvest because you delete the entire screen every single time you run your Vol Blade Flurry. I'm just trying to think and make sure I don't fuck this expedition up because it's very easy to fuck it up if you're not paying attention. I'm Ellie ailment immune. That helps a lot because a lot of these are free because of that. If you get like an altar like that, you want to click it because you want extra quant on your map. You want as much quant as possible. So you kind of want to do that. Now we're going to pop this. I'm going to show you what it's like. So I come in here. I Vol Blade Flurry. All right. That's about a wave done. Vol Blade Flurry is really good for this, by the way, if you haven't noticed. It is really good for this. Don't stand still for the chaos degens, though. They're really dumb, right? Yeah, overall, it's really good strategy. Lots of free expedition, as you can tell. Lots of mobs on the screen, very laggy, but very much worth your time. Every single time you take down one of these, you get some burial medallions, and thanks to the nodes on the tree, it made Harvest even better because now we see Danik all the time. Same thing with Tujin, which is great. We see the other two a lot less, which is fine for me. Now for Harvest, all this increased pack size chance. If you did not know, the way that increased pack size chance works for Harvest is if you have a tier 3 seed, like the yellow seed, right? It has a percentage chance based on your pack size chance to double the mod. So there, we actually got double. Now, to make sure, the duplicate mod here, where is it? There's like a mod here that duplicates your harvest mobs. Where is it? This one, I think this one. Yeah, harvested plants in your maps have a 10% chance to gain an additional monster. That does not count. Like, it creates magic monster versions of the rares, while this pack size creates copies of the rare, right? So we have a 50% chance every single time we open up a harvest to get a tier 3 seed doubled, or however many depending on it. Like there, we didn't get the chance, right? But it's just like a 50% chance straight up, right? And as you can tell, Vault Blade Flurry is really strong for this. It's really good because we just do an entire wave. Look at that, Vault Blade Flurry, woohoo. Sorry, I really like Vault Blade Flurry right now, right? And of course, we have that 10% chance on the tree to duplicate our how much life force we get. I think I fucked up there, but it's like whatever. But yeah, overall, Harvest has been really good. It's very quick, very easy. As long as you have a good build for it. Obviously, you need a good build for it. You can't just do this and like expect to like not die. It will happen. I'm 96. I am probably never going to gain a level ever again because of how much I've been farming Expedition Harvest. Sometimes you just kind of just die. It's just how it is. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the map overall. And then after this, what I would do, so I'd go to the boss. If there's a big juicy pack, which there always is because pack size, I kill them mainly for that adjacency map drop bonus because we want to be killing as much on the way, right? Which is really easy to Vault Blade for, right? But you want to be killing stuff on the way for that adjacency map drop to keep you going, right? And that's it. That's the map. And then that's it. If I wasn't talking about it, that would be much quicker, probably like a minute or two per map. And that's it. And these are the results, right? You can see them. I couldn't put 258 stacked decks in here. It would make it look really ugly. I can show you. I have 257 here. I was putting them in here instead. But yeah, 258 stacked decks, 33,000 life force. One of the best things about the new nodes and stuff is we can block the blue and purple. That is really strong right now because it's 30 seeds per chaos for Vivid, and then it's like 60 seed per chaos for Wild and Primal. So this is double as good as these others. So this is essentially doubling like your yellow seeds, which are really expensive right now, right? Because everyone wants a crab. Of course, Expedition, lots of Expedition currency, exotic coinage, burial medallions. We got a bunch of druids. We got a bunch of black size and a lot of Danig logbooks. I don't know why I got so many Danig logbooks this time around. I'm confused why. And then, of course, invitations. I think one of these are actually extra from all the maps I was running beforehand. I'm not entirely sure, but I really just don't care. It's like whatever. But yeah, that's not including everything that I made from Sanctum. I think like 5 to 6 divines from Sanctum, just from the drops inside the Sanctum, plus a bunch of like sextants that I had to sell off earlier and stuff like that. Of course, some stacked decks. I made sure to keep the stacked decks away and my old life force counts away, just to make sure that I was having pure results. So I put my stacked decks in here that I was getting from the Sanctum, just to kind of like zero in exactly what we're doing, right? Now, I have prepared a notepad with all the information. So, a lot of currency from Expedition here, about, let's see here, our total investment here. Our total investment is 100 maps, so it's Fortune Favors the Brave for 3 chaos per, so that's 100 maps, 300 C, right? Which sounds like a lot, but isn't that much right now because divines are so high. And then 400 scarabs, right? All prices 10 to 8. I bought them 100 to 80C. You can either buy individual ones or you can use the same scarab 4 times. You can do that, by the way. So however much you're going to get there. So like 320C. And rolling maps was absolutely free. Thanks to the way the altars work, I get plenty of alks, scours, and chisels. Not even a problem. The altars are great for sustaining your own mapping materials, which is great. So overall, it was 620C investment over 100 maps, other than actually getting the maps, which were free because of the setup that I'm currently doing. So it's like 2 divines total for over 100 maps, right? That's 6C per map. Then for the total gross income, about 5,227 chaos, or 52 chaos per map. So 6 chaos to 52, that is about 7 times the amount. It's close there. It's like 6.5 something. 6.5 times our investment. So it is definitely worth our time adding all that extra pack size to our maps, right? And of course, total gross, not including Sanctum, is 17.4 divines over 100 maps, which is great, right? That's good for how little, like how fast those maps were, right? And of course, the total profit is 15.4 divines. Now, I am not playing a fast build for this, right? I am playing Vol Blade Flurry, a melee build, right? If you're faster, you do this way faster and make way more currency faster. I optimize the strategy to little maintenance, a lot of currency. That's the idea. As little maintenance as possible. Now, also as well, this is also taking into account, all these prices are PoE Ninja, by the way. Other than the logbooks, I had to go to TFT for that because that's how I sell my logbooks. But so the reroll currency, right? That's not actually how much I'm going to make. I'm going to talk to Tushin, and I'm going to make way more than 651 chaos. I'm going to talk to Danig and make way more than 308 chaos, you know? Like, I'm going to talk to Rog and probably make way more, significantly more, like way more than 34C, by the way, because of the way Rog works, right? And Gwenin, I'm going to make nothing because it's Gwenin. But yeah, overall, pretty good. This isn't even actual like divines because, like I said, Sanctum, all the Sanctum running that like chewed into the time, and of course, like I said, we're gonna do all these and then make even more currency. But yeah, that's it. That's the mechanic. I'm gonna leave the Atlas passive tree down in the description. Have fun, guys. Bye.